Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Clippers. The talented and explosive Darius Garland. He should be a big piece for them tonight as they prepare for the task ahead against the Celtics. Clippers, Celtics, coming up next on 2K Sports. Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now the Los Angeles starters. Rui Hachimura is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, then it's Darius Garland, and it's Ingram in at the 3, small forward. And for Boston, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Then it's Derek White, then there's George, and it's Gonzalez in at the 2 guard. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
Here's Gonzalez. On the wing, Tatum. Hachimura covering. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And it's Tatum with the 3.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Mathurin. From 13 feet, down it goes.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Tatum. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. George's shot is off. You know, Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously, the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, this historic team will take their shots.
Outside Tatum. There's a screen. Pass to Queta. Shoots over Lopez. Queta gets the bucket.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Now here's Garland. Launches a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Queta. Here's Gonzalez. George for 3. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. Hachimura, the pass to Garland. Back to Hachimura. Pass to Ingram. Launches it. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. White with a screen on Mathurin. Outside Tatum, lets it fly, and the jumper falls for him. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Ingram against George. Hachimura with a screen on George. The ball's knocked loose. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Garza in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Hauser, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Soft touch off the glass.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
The Clippers lead by 3. And here's Ingram. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Queta pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back over to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Here's Jones. The Celtics making their last shot. Pass to Garland. Hachimura sets a screen. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. George is checked in. Brooke Lopez is checked in for the Clippers. That free throw good from Ingram. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And BA, how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
Ingram against George. Ingram with the ball. 7 points in the game. The shot won't fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Clippers. 3-point lead. And so in the game for the Clippers, Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Here are the Celtics with the ball. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
Sinks it from distance.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
Pass to Gonzalez. Back to Tatum from the arc. Tatum! Money from deep.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, BA. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Mathurin. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Ingram. Now Mathurin. The 3-ball. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, BA. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Richards checked in for Tatum. The Clippers making a switch here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Gonzalez. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
Your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
1 minute left in the third quarter. Garland against Pritchard. Outside Garland. Here's Ingram. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Ingram's got his third bucket of the night.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Keita. Shot clock at 6. George for 3. Hits the three-pointer. George has got 6.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Jones with a screen on George. Here's Sanders. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Sanders has got his first basket.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
substitution on the court.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Clippers on top. They're up by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Derek White. And it's Gonzalez in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now here's George. 5 to shoot. And he slams it down.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Now Garland. Outside Lopez. Here's Mathurin. Now here's Ingram. Fires the 3. The triple drop.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George against Ingram. Beyond the arc. That misses. The Clippers lead by 4. George with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Oh! Ooh, he leaves no question.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Ingram. Oh, touches it off the glass.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Ingram against George. Jams it home!
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Yes, sir!
And this guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
Now here's George. It's stolen by Ingram. Now Los Angeles moving it up. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Allie, thank you. Here's George. 41 seconds left in the final quarter.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Paul George. At the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5. Both good from the line that time. And he commits the intentional foul.
Derek White, first personal foul, first team foul.
Four-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for LA, Brandon Ingram, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for LA, Brandon Ingram, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Boston calls time here. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Celtics Entertainment.
Booyah! He sinks the triple. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Celtics foul, Derek White, second personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for the Clippers.
Take a break. Take a break.
Garland,
2 shots.
taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create it and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.